Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Come on come on in the room this morning. How y'all doing? Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Yeah. Jesus is my doctor, and he writes out all of my prescriptions in them. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Grand Rising. How you doing this morning? Have you moving a little bit slow this morning? I understand. Your coach is right there with you. Your coach is right there with you this morning. I ain't gonna hold you at all when I say I am right there. Do you hear me? I'm gonna tell y'all one thing about me, my determination to make sure I get my miles in every single day that I'm up and I'm being active. I'm so committed to my weight loss journey that I was like, hey, look, yesterday it was snowing outside and I went to the gym. I pulled up to the gym, but when I got over to the gym, I found out that the gym was closed. Well, it was closed because of the snow, the ice and stuff that was on the ground. So I couldn't work out. So I went over there the first time, couldn't get in to work out on the gym. So then get on the phone. I'm chatting it up with my mate. You know what I'm saying? When I say my mate, I'm talking about M-A-T-E, my mate Tifa. So me and Tifa, we are on the phone and we just laughing it up. We just talking about, about each other, our day, how everything going. Just, you know what I mean? I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got people that you can talk to. We just chatting it up. And so I do that. And then I say, I'm going back by the gym because I want to see if the gym going to be open because I'm determined to go to the gym, right? Come back by, y'all, the gym's not open. I'm like, man, this gym's still not open. It ain't even no snow on the ground like that. We in South Carolina. It's just started wrapping up. Why in the world can I not get to the gym? Come back home, we up in the house, we chilling there, they in here pranking and doing everything else. So y'all, if y'all have not seen Nami's prank, she did the broken TV prank on me yesterday, and it really caught me off guard, y'all, because of the fact that I hadn't been here with them. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to the hair store. I had stuff that I had to go and do and whatnot, but Nami is always on cap cuts. So she can rope mahogany into anything. So I'm trying to figure out why they told me to hurry up and come home. I come home, right? Nami done filmed her. First of all, Nami's the ringleader. She done filmed and edited her own video, right? So she done did her own thing. So I come in and so y'all got to go to YouTube. Go to my YouTube, She King Motivational Speaker. And y'all, everybody that knows Chosen Family, y'all know Nami is an inspiring YouTuber, right? She wants her own channel. She cannot have her own channel. My baby's only 8 years old. She want to do pranks. She want to do mukbangs. She's more than welcome to do it on my page with me right there. You know what I'm saying? Watching what she's doing, what she's putting up. No, we're not gonna play that. We ain't playing none of that. You can get on YouTube, you can get on social media. We're not doing none of that. Anyway, so long story short, the video is definitely up. So I'm playing around with them, y'all. And then for some reason, we was like, oh, okay, we got to go get something to eat. Now, this is around 7 o'clock, 6:30. It was probably 6:30, 7 o'clock. Go and get something to eat. So we take them, and I notice as I'm riding by, I see cars in the parking lot. This is how committed I am to getting my gym time. My gym time is important to me. I want to get my miles in every single day, right? I am not going to mess up this weight loss journey because I've worked too hard for this, y'all. You know what I mean? And this is the reason why I'm telling you the story. It's like when you work extremely hard for something, your level of appreciation for that thing is most definitely different, right? When something is just simply given to you, it's like you don't value it the way that you value something that you put in your hard work, time, attention, your effort, your everything into. So I see cars over there in the parking lot. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to the gym. Come back, drop them off at the house. I go to the gym. Y'all, it's 8 o'clock p.m. 8 o'clock p.m. I'm in the gym. Before I even left the house, she was like, hey, don't take that pre-workout because if you take that pre-workout, you're going to be up all night long. You're going to be up all night long. Don't take that pre-workout. And I was like, nah, man, I got to take my pre-workout so I can get on there. You know what I'm saying? I can take off and get done what I need to get done. You know what I'm saying? My extra boost, get on there and take off. Thinking that I know something. I don't know why. Sometimes I be like, I need to listen. You know what I'm saying? I need to listen. So here we go, y'all. I take it anyway. I got this because my walk gonna knock this out. You know what I'm saying? I take it, y'all. I've been up since 3:41 a.m. It's 8 o'clock right now. I've been up since 3:41 a.m. Pretty much 4 o'clock. I could not go to sleep. I'm watching TikTok. I'm watching Facebook, Instagram. I'm strolling through everything. The TV even went out on me. The TV was mad and decided it was time to go to bed. The TV just went out on me. I didn't know what was going on, and she wasn't gonna wake up to fix the TV for me. So I'm scrolling and I'm scrolling, and I just been up since 3:41. I'm telling you. So the more to my story, if you're gonna do a 2 a day, just do it early. Do it early, and preferably probably want to do it without pre-workout too. But yeah, do it early, friends. You been there, Miss Brooks, baby. It's hard out here for your coach this morning. It is hard out here for your coach this morning. And you know, chosen family, y'all ain't making no better because I was supposed to be there. I was supposed to be there for 1 hour, and we was on live last night on TikTok. We was on live for 2 hours. I was supposed to be walking 1 hour. I was supposed to be walking 1 hour and ended up over there walking 2 hours messing around with them. We on there just laughing and talking about life and relationships and things that we done seen on social media. We don't need, listen, what we said we don't need no more late night street. We don't need no more late night street, baby. We was on that live. We was on that live, and do you hear me? Yes, we was on that live last night, and when I tell you, y'all, it was a couple of times I thought they was gonna put me out the gym over there laughing at daggone Neek, Gigi, and Tia. Man, listen, like when I say messy, we had a time over there. I'm telling you, all it did really was make me super excited No more street after dark. No more of that, man. Listen, it ain't do nothing but make me more excited about, the retreat and the time that we gonna have when we all get there. As a matter of fact, while I was up till 3:41, I was up thinking about the retreat and the things that we were gonna do and how good. This is what I'm telling y'all, how good everybody gonna look in their new t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? When they get their t-shirts, I just can't wait to see everybody's faces when they get their bags and they like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something about when somebody somebody take the time to put together something nice for you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you paid to be here, but at the same time, it's about, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? A person, like, even though you paid to be here, they taking the time to give something back to you in spite of all of that. You know what I'm saying? Being able to sit right there with your coach and ask the questions you want to ask, vibe out, and have great conversation. You know what I'm saying? They even got, like, the cabin I got for us, even got like a marshmallow pit. You know what I mean? To get out there, roast some marshmallows and really just kick it and enjoy genuine relationships and connections without judgment. You know what I mean? Man, listen, I'm so excited, y'all. I was up smiling, catching myself just smiling about it. Like, man, I can't wait. I can't wait. But we gonna jump right on back in. I just wanted to share that story with y'all to tell you, you know what I'm saying? When it's just when you start doing something for yourself, I'm telling you, the passion about what you're doing for yourself, it drives, it's motivation, it's that extra fuel that you need, you know what I'm saying, to get that job done. So as you continue to work on your spiritual journey, your healing journey, your self-love journey, you know what I'm saying, and even some of you guys who are on the physical one as well, as you continue to push through in this realm, practice that level of dedication, that level of commitment, you know what I'm saying, about what you got going on in your life, you know what I'm saying, about what you, yes, man, because I'm telling you, it's nothing like seeing the work that you did. Not what somebody else gave to you, how they did this. No, I'm talking about the work that you did in your own life. The feeling of that is amazing. So even if you got 5 minutes there, you got the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to pop in your earbuds because you know you're supposed to be reading 2 chapters a day. Put on that Bible app and let them 2 chapters play inside your mind. Don't skip. Don't look for the easy way out. Don't try to finesse it. Don't make excuses for it. Get up and get active. Get up and get that thing done. Even if you know what I'm saying, even if you gotta come up with a better way of doing it. Even if I'm talking about when you put the earbuds in there, you ain't physically reading it, but you listening to it. I'm going to tell you right now, you might think that you're not paying no attention. But in the right time, that word that you had playing in your ear while you was cleaning the house, while you was doing this and the third, right when you needed, that word will pop right back up. You may not be zoomed in, but I'm telling you, it still work. It still work. Good morning to everybody. Grand rising to everybody. Happy new day to everybody. Hoping and praying everybody have a great day today. But we're going to pick up right where we left off at yesterday. And where we left off at was that we didn't know. This ain't what we're used to. I'm sorry. We left off yesterday with me telling you guys that this is not what we're used to. This is not what we are used to. This is not what we're used to. And if we're going to be honest, we have to be all the way honest and say, you know what? That's a fact. This is not what we're used to. You know what I'm saying? When you start rebuilding yourself, and I'm talking about rebuilding yourself from the inside out, when you start really working on yourself and your development, when you start going into, you know what I'm saying, your mental health, your physical health, and getting a therapist and getting a coach and signing up for certain groups, you know what I'm saying, so that you can continue to learn the tools and the techniques to be able to create the life that you genuinely want for yourself, you have to understand that this is not what you used to. You didn't even have this in your mind. Understand me, you didn't have this in your mind. And so when you start winning and you start growing, right, this is a person that you have not yet met. You ain't met this person yet. So now you're learning yourself just like everybody else is learning you. You trying to figure out your ins and your outs just like everybody else. And this is why it requires your full attention. This is why I tell you that in this season that you cannot afford any type of distractions, anything that's not in alignment with your higher self. When you're trying to work on something, focus on something, lock into something, let's just be real. When you're connected to somebody, that individual will operate as a distraction in your life. Ever been really locked in and working on yourself and your development? Double tap on my screen real quick. Get us up to our 200. Let's get 200 stars on Facebook real quick. Double tap on the screen. Get us up to 10K on TikTok real quick. IG, can we get 10 badges? Let's get 10 badges. Let's move it around real quick. Let me get y'all where y'all need to be at first. Let me get y'all the right way first. Double tap on my screen. We need to get us up. I was ready to go in there, y'all. I ain't even look at the fact we ain't even reached our goals yet. Y'all double tap on my screen. Let's go ahead and get us up to our goals real quick. Let's go ahead and get our goals locked in real quick. We need 200 stars. 200 stars on Facebook real quick. Let's get 10 badges on IG real quick. TikTok, y'all are at 9.6. I'm sorry. Thank you, Rashida, for that badge this morning. Good morning. We need 8 more badges over there. We got 20 stars. We need 180 more stars to be able. There we go. Appreciate you, Marquetta. Thank you so much, Amanda. I appreciate you, Corey 2461. Happy New Year. What's going on with you over there? I see you. Double tap on that screen for me. Double tap on that screen for me real quick. They reaching their goals. While they're reaching their goals, all my newcomers, all my new people. Edie Nicole 79, thank you so much. Purple Flower, thank you so much. All my new people, do me a favor. Make sure you grab your notepad and your ink pen. This is not your regular live, and you'll find that out here shortly. Good morning. Thank you so much, Chrissy. Noel 25, I appreciate you. Gail's Loves Life. Come on, thank you. Lynn, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Double tap on this screen. We got 90. We need 110 stars. We need 110 stars over there on Facebook. Jesse Love, how you doing this morning? Appreciate you so much. Hey, thank you, Fifi. Appreciate that cash app this morning. Tara, good morning, Tara and Mariah. How y'all doing this morning? Thank you for that badge, sweetheart. Country girls, I appreciate you. I think Tara that said one for her and Mariah. Okay, I got y'all. I got y'all. Country girl, I appreciate you. Gigi, thank you so much. I see them coming up. They gonna ride. I said another one this morning. Good morning. Grand rising. Hey, Kira got a whole nother goal going on over here on TikTok. I look over here because I'm trying to get Facebook and IG caught up this morning. I'm trying to get these two caught up this morning. Kira got a whole nother goal. Hey, Kira say y'all doing 15K. Kira say y'all doing 15K TikTok. So let's go. Double tap on this screen. Y'all doing 15K this morning. Amanda got that 10. Okay, appreciate you so much. We got 110 stars. We need 90 stars. 90 stars over there on Facebook so we can get started into this. But what we're going to pick up is we're going to pick up right where we left off off at yesterday, right? We left off yesterday, and I said, we're not used to this. Understand me. We are operating in our brand new self. And when you're operating in your brand new self, you're now relearning or learning who you are right now. And this is the reason why I said, when you feel that tug, right? When you feel that tug and you know that in that moment that God is pulling you over into that isolation, that he's separating you from everybody else so that you can genuinely work on yourself, be submissive to that feeling. I don't know who that's for, but baby, be submissive to that feeling. When God is pulling you away from everybody, when you feel that tug, that when you're in certain environments that you used to be in, and you were so comfortable when you was in them environments, you ain't had no problem when you was in those environments. Understand, you used to be over there and be over there all day, all night, but now that you're working on yourself and working on your development, that when you go into them environments, all of a sudden now you feel uncomfortable, and everybody gonna be looking at you crazy, and they gonna say stuff like, oh, well, you been coming over here and it wasn't no problem. You've been kicking it with us and it wasn't no problem. Oh, you acting funny. Oh, you acting different. Oh, we don't know who you are anymore. All of those are things that you really do want to hear. Baby, those are not insults. Hello, somebody, understand me. Y'all got to twist it. That's not the case. I need for you to understand that those are not insults. Understand me. The more that you grow, the more that you evolve, you will learn that those things right there, that's just what you want to hear. Those things right there, that's your confirmation. Those things right there, that's what you need to hear so that you know that now you're not operating with the same type of thinking. How about that? How about that? How about that? Come on, how about that? Oh, and here you are wasting your time, your energy, and your effort. And you're thinking, right? Your time, your energy, and your effort, because you're thinking that is something wrong with you. You're thinking that, oh yeah, well, maybe my energy off. Maybe, no. Understand me. It's just that your body is saying, hey, you're not doing all of this work for nothing. You're not putting in all this work on yourself for nothing. If you did all this work, praying, fasting, worshiping, studying, got a coach, got a therapist, inside of a support group, you're doing all of these things to gain, to learn new tools, new techniques, you know what I'm saying, so that you can grow and evolve. Do you think that you're going to do all of that work and still be able to sit in the same type of toxic, narcissistic, manipulative type of environment? Baby, no. That's not how it's going to work. The more word that you put into yourself, the more that you pour in all of the positive, the more that you pour in all of the healing, more that you pour in more of the understanding into yourself, you ain't gonna be doing nothing but pushing out all of the garbage. Understand me, you're not gonna have place for both. Yeah, as you put that in your notes, baby, I don't have a place for both. Understand me, I don't have place for both. Have you ever felt like in your life, understand me, I'm just trying to help you see why you're feeling uncomfortable in these different situations, in these different environments, in these different situations and places and spaces in your life where you used to go and sit all the time with no problem at all. The more that you're growing, the more that you're evolving in life, those places are not going to be comfortable for you anymore. Understand me, because your awareness is definitely different. You start to see people for who and what they really are, and you don't see them for who and what they really are in the natural right off. You actually feel it first in your spirit. Okay, hey, put it in the notes. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait, yeah, because we're gonna be outside a little bit today. I can tell it's cold as all get out here. We still got snow on the ground, and I'm up in here still doing what we doing, baby. Rain, sleet, snow, or sunshine. I guess this is what we gonna do, because when it's scorching hot, we in here too. Double tap on the screen. Let's get 70 stars over there on Facebook. What Facebook got going on? They ain't letting y'all send y'all stars. Crystal Love, Tifa, somebody go over there and let's see if we can reach our goal over there on Facebook real quick. Somebody go over there and help them out. I just want to make sure it's working over there. Let's make sure we rolling. Double tap on that screen. Can we be real? The first place. Let me go check. Go check, friend. Go check, friend. What's up, Bessie? How you doing this morning? Benny Simpson, what's up? How y'all doing this morning? I want to make sure y'all not lagging. I see both of them over there, too. I see Tifa over there, Crystal up. They went over there. Hey, they ain't going to play. There we go. There we go. Come on, Amanda. Marquetta, appreciate you. There we go. There we go. There we go. I see some stars coming up there right now. I see some coming up right now. Double tap on the screen. You're not going to see it in the natural first. You don't see it, Lily. Tell me if I'm wrong now. You don't see it in the natural first. If you've been in those environments, sitting in those environments and all of that, you don't see what the problem is right off. Thank you so much, Jaleesa, for the Cash App. You don't see it right off with your natural eye. You don't see it with your natural eye first. You feel it within your spirit. Understand me? That's how you know that it's not a carnal thing, it's a spiritual thing. Because what happens is the more that you're pouring into yourself and working on yourself the way that you are, what will happen is this right here, right? You will get over there and you will feel different. You will get over there and you're like, it's just something that feels off. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. And this is what you'll say. I don't know what it is. I can't really put my finger on it, but it's just something like about the energy. You know what I'm saying? Kara, come on. Let's be real. You don't know what the problem is right off. And this is the reason why Coach keeps telling you that everything that we do is spiritual. Everything that we do is spiritual. No matter how much I'm telling you, everything that we do is spiritual. It's not letting you sin. I don't know what's going on. Oh, okay. So I don't know what's going on with Facebook. Facebook got some issues. Like it's letting some people sin and then some people not. Deja, thank you so much for the stars. It's lagging. Okay. All right. Well, we gonna push through. We're gonna push through. Facebook, whoever it'll let send the stars, y'all go ahead and send the stars. Y'all gotta help us out today. Y'all gotta help us out today. All right, so but we're not gonna let that be a distraction to what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna let that be a distraction to what we're gonna do. What we will do, man, just drop the Cash App inside of the chat. Drop the Cash App inside of the chat forum. Crystal, anybody, if you getting a word this morning, if you motivated, if you getting your confirmation, your inspiration this morning and you want to bless me, you can just use the Cash App. We're not going to let that stop what it is that we're doing. So do me a favor, Crystal Love, right inside the comment section over on Facebook, just put in the Cash App and we'll just drop the Cash App right there. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to let it stop. We ain't going to let it stop what we about to do though. We're going to keep this word going no matter what. Understand me? That's how this thing got to roll. You have to understand that you will get into those environments, and when you get into those environments, right? You don't see it with your natural eye first. You don't see it with your natural eye first. You feel that thing in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see that, you feel that thing in your spirit. You're like, something about this just don't feel right. Something about this, man, something about this bothering me a little bit, right? And then so you like, I can't quite put my finger on it, but I know that something about it just ain't giving what it's supposed to be given. And you know that already. So that thing bothers you to the point where you're like, I just don't feel comfortable going anymore, right? So then when you pull back from it, you'll pull back from it because you're now trying to figure out why you feel the way that you feel. Now you'll pull back. Give me 1 second. Let me do this. There we go. Yeah. So now you'll pull back because you don't how you feel what you feel. And then what happens? Thank you, Christina. You'll pull back. One, you'll go to those environments. When you go to those environments, you won't feel comfortable. You don't see it first in the natural. You feel it first in the spirit. You'll say stuff like, I can't put my finger on it. You'll say stuff like, oh man, it's something about that just don't feel right. It's something about that just ain't really given. Thank you, Benny Simpson. That's not given. The moment that you honor, this is why I'm saying it this way, because I need you to catch it. The moment, Fred say, yes. The moment that you honor yourself and step back from that situation, then it's revealed to you. The moment that you honor yourself and step back from that situation, then it's revealed right there to you in real time. As long as you're in that situation, you don't see the mess, you don't see the drama, you don't see the chaos, you don't see the hurt, you don't see everything that is bringing you. But the moment that you decide to honor yourself, what it is that you feel, when you feel that it's off and step back in that moment, that's when it's revealed to you. Understand me, as long as you're in that situation, then you're not stepping back, you're not honoring yourself, you are ignorant. You're ignorant to it. You're ignorant to everything that's going on. You don't see it that way. I don't see that like that. I don't get that like that. Understand me? Because you're in it. But the moment that you honor yourself, you choose you, is the moment that you say, you know what? I'm respecting how I feel. I feel like this is off. I feel like there's something wrong in this situation. And that's when, as soon as you step back, then all of a sudden it's revealed to you. And what'll happen is, not only will you start to see the true nature of that particular thing, understand me, a part of you, you will start to feel a sense of empowerment that you never felt before. You will start to feel a sense of a boost of your energy or awakening within you that you never felt before. That's why I say we are not used to this. Baby, hold on. It's something happening that I'm not used to. I'm not used to this because you haven't respected yourself like that before. You haven't honored yourself like that before. So it's brand new to you when this thing actually happens, right? So you have to know that, yeah, you have to know this. One thing that folk cannot stand is a person that is emotionally intelligent and a person that trusts their intuition. Oh, come on, study your opponent. We're studying our opponent, and yesterday we was talking about sometimes we are our own opponent, and I'm just, I'm picking up from where I left off yesterday. When you become a person that is emotionally intelligent, an emotionally intelligent person is a person that is aware of their emotions and also the emotions of the people that they are surrounded by. What is an emotionally intelligent person? A person that is aware of their emotions and the emotions of people that are around them. Emotionally intelligent. An emotionally intelligent person is also a person that is able to identify what they feel, why they feel that way, and they're able to regulate their emotion. Come on. Praise y'all. I'm waiting on y'all. Double tap on the screen, right? An emotional person is a person that is aware of their emotions, aware of why they feel what they feel, and they are able to regulate that. That's an emotionally intelligent person. People, it was just two of them I told you that people don't like. An emotionally intelligent person and a person that trusts their intuition, right? Okay. Emotionally intelligent person is a person that is aware of their emotions. They are aware of why they feel the way that they feel, and they are able to regulate their feelings, their emotions. People don't like those type of people. Why? Because when a person cannot control the way that you feel, Yeah, that's tight. When a person cannot control the way that you feel, they become angry and frustrated with you. When a person doesn't have the power to ruin your good day, to ruin your good mood, then they have a problem with you. When you're not a person that is easily manipulated, a person that is emotionally driven, when you're not the type of person that they can get up under your skin with what they say and with what they do, then they don't have that type of power over you. And one of the tactics of the enemies, the tools of the enemy is what? To be able to control your emotions. The enemy's job is to try to control your emotions, to make you feel a certain type of way, to keep you stuck. So when you take back your power and you don't allow folk to dictate how you feel, they have a problem with you. Because wait a minute. You can be going through something, but you don't allow what you're going through to consume you. Oh, come on. That's a note for you right there. What you say, Coach? When a person is emotionally intelligent, understand me, they're able to regulate their emotions. They know why they feel what it is they feel. And guess who don't like that? The enemy don't like that. The enemy don't like knowledge. He don't like you to have knowledge. He does not like you to be aware. And when you are aware of what it is that you feel, you can also create a healthier response for what it is that you feel. When you know something ain't working right, and let's give us illustration. Give an illustration. When you look at the TV and you see that the TV is not working, and you do what? You go and check the plug. When you see that it's not plugged up, you do what? You plug the TV up so that it'll work. That's the same way it is with your emotions. A person that is emotionally intelligent, when they see that their emotions is off, they go over there to find out what's the cause of my emotions being off. Why is it that I feel like, wow, that's a good illustration. Why is it that you feel like how you feel, right? And they go through and they pick up the cord of their emotions and they plug it back into the source. I got to get back right. It's something about my energy that's not right. It's something I'm feeling that it's not right. So now you have to plug it back in. Once you plug it back in, you're regulating self-regulation. When you're emotionally intelligent, you have the ability to see the whole entire picture, not just what's happening in that moment. Insight, not eyesight. Insight, not eyesight. Your insight, not eyesight. You look at the whole entire thing and the effect that it's going to have all the way around the board. Because see, an emotionally driven person is a liability. It's a person that moves off of their emotions. So they'll ruin their whole entire life and the life of everybody that's connected to them because they're mad or because they have a bad day or because something happened. Understand me? So they're wrapped up in their emotions. So they'll respond out of their emotions and they'll cost everybody everything. But a person that is emotionally intelligent, understand me, they know why they feel what they feel and they're able to regulate their emotions. So even though I'm upset, I don't allow the anger to consume me. Even though I'm hurt, I don't allow that pain to consume me. Even though I feel what I feel, I don't allow my emotions to dictate how I'm going to move, because if I do that, now I'm operating out of my emotions, which is a fleshly, carnal, worldly thing. Which means I'm what? I'm not in alignment with Christ. I'm in alignment with what I feel. Come on. Yeah. That's tight, but it's right. That's tight, but it's right. That means that I'm acting out of my flesh. I'm acting out of the carnal mind, right? I'm acting out of the world. I'm acting out of what it is that I feel. I'm acting out of my feelings. I'm not in alignment with Christ. I'm over here doing what I want to do, how I want to do it. I'm not worried about what would Jesus do. I'm doing what I want to do based on how I feel. Based on how I feel. This is why it's important for you guys to make sure. I told you yesterday, I said emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. Those 4 things, it matters while you're on this journey. A lot of people, we don't talk enough about emotional intelligence. Understand me, we don't talk enough about that. Thank you, Brown. Appreciate you so much for the Cash App. We don't talk enough about that. And that needs to be something that you're focusing on in 2025. You don't need to throw away your whole entire spiritual journey, your healing journey, your self-love journey because you're mad, because something did not go the way that you wanted it to go. You cannot afford to be emotionally driven. Understand me. You cannot operate that way. People don't like people that are emotional. People don't like people that are emotionally intelligent because you're not easy to manipulate. You're not easy to control. Understand me. You're not the type of person that just gets upset and ruin everything that's going on. This is why they don't like you. The second one is they don't like people that follow their intuition. They don't like people that follow their intuition. And why is it that they don't like people that follow their intuition, Coach? Because they don't like people that trust themselves. Yeah. Yeah, when you get finished running down the hallway and you get back over here, yeah, they don't like you. They don't like you when you're able to trust yourself. People have gotten so used to people who don't trust themselves and look for that outside validation that you need the approval of other people before you make a move. You got to talk to somebody else before you do what you do. People are not used to people that trust themselves. When you are the type of person that is emotionally intelligent and also trust yourself, which is your gut feeling, your intuition, they're not used to you. Because the way that you show up in life, how you respond to life is completely different than what they're used to. They're used to people that want to be a people pleaser, that look to satisfy other folk. Understand me? They're used to the pick-me's. I need you to like me. I need you to love me. I need you to want me. They're used to those type of people. So when you are the type of person that show up and like, baby, I am the catch. I am the good thing. Understand me? When I show up, I'm a blessing in anybody's life that I'm in. Know that, sweetheart. I'm not going to sugarcoat me. I'm not going to water me down. I'm not going to dilute me to make you feel good. When you show up and you have that level of confidence about who you are, and what you bring to any type of table, people become immediately intimidated by you because they are not used to those type of people. Yeah, they're not you. Wait a minute. Hold on. You the type of person that trusts you, baby. I trust who I am. I trust what it is that I feel. So when I show up in any environment, please don't think that I need your pat on the back for me to feel good. When I show up in any environment, trust me when I tell you, I know if I feel welcome or not. When I show up in any environment, I know when it's time to leave. Understand me? And when I might wait around a little bit longer. I know this already. And you ain't, I want you to know this. I know this upon arrival, and people don't like those type of people with that type of awareness. You have to study your opponent. You have to study your opponent. They don't like you when you operate like that. Understand me, when you are emotionally intelligent and you are a person that trusts your intuition, they don't like you. And I'm explaining to you what they don't like, and I'm explaining to you why they don't like it. So make sure you're writing it down. The two things that they don't like and the reasons of why they don't like you. Your intuition, it also goes back to what I said about, when you're going into an environment, baby, when you walk in, you know whether or not you want to stay. You can tell it, you can feel it. Your intuition is telling you, hey, something is off about this. Something about this just don't feel right. I can't pinpoint it, and I don't see it in black and white just yet, but I know that something about what it is that's happening right now, this just ain't the right thing. You know that right off based on how you feel. And we have to learn how to start honoring what we feel when we're feeling it, because when we learn how to honor what we feel when we're feeling it, then we will save ourselves from a lot of heartbreak. You will save yourself from a lot of betrayal, a lot of letdowns. You will save yourself from a lot of unnecessary pain. A lot of times we go through things, understand me, unnecessarily. You didn't even have to experience that heartache. You didn't even have to experience that betrayal. You didn't even have to experience that letdown. You didn't have to go through none of that. You felt it from the door, but you did not honor yourself. You did not trust your intuition. Understand me? So you talked yourself into doing something that self had already said, oh, this won't be a good idea. If I was you, I wouldn't do that. I don't, hey, you need to back it up. But what did you do? You listen to other people. You allow other people to tiptoe in. Oh, girl, I wouldn't do that. If I was you, I'd go ahead. Girl, if I was you, that right there, that looks so good. And then you could do this and you could do that. Understand me? And when you're working with the right type of intelligence, spiritual, emotional, when you're working with the right type of intelligence, you're able to identify what Coach tell y'all all the time. An opportunity from a distraction. Everything that look good ain't good. When you're working with the right type of intelligence, spiritual intelligence, right? Spiritual intelligence, emotional intelligence, when you're locking in on things, you see the insight, not just the sight of it. And you're able to look at it and say, hey, look, no, I know. To y'all, because of the mindset that y'all are in, that look like a great opportunity. For y'all, that look like something that, you'll just jump at, and that's going to help you, and you're going to do this, and you're going to do that. But baby, I'm the type of person where I have to see the whole entire thing. And when I'm looking at this, I don't just see what's on it. I see also what's in that thing. dragging. And that right there, it looks like an opportunity to a person that is operating with a fleshly mind, a carnal mind. But a person that is, you operating with a spiritual mind, I see that as a distraction. If I do that, if I connect to that, if I commit to this, understand me, that right there, that ain't gonna do nothing but drag me. Yeah. The more that you grow, the more that you evolve in life, then you'll start to develop that mindset of there will be no dragging of me. There will be no draining of me. There will be no destroying me. It's 3 Ds that just won't happen with you, not on your watch, because of your level of intelligence, your spiritual awareness. When you see life completely different. There will be no dragging of me, no draining of me, and no destroying me, baby. Those 3 Ds we not even doing. We don't even play like that. The first red flag, we be up out of there expeditiously, baby. A fast way only. As soon as you sigh inside too deep, we be up out your face and up out your way. One thing about a healed person is we have perfected our exit. If we don't know how to do nothing else, we know how to get up out your face and what up out your way. Understand me, you will be talking and we will be halfway down the road mid-conversation. You see that? You see how fast I blink my eye? That's how fast we'll get up out your face, baby. Just like that. A blink of an eye. Do you hear me? Watch my mic. Watch my face right good. You see how fast that? Just like that, baby. You be talking and we gone. We're already gone. I'm talking about when you are spiritually intelligent. When you are spiritually intelligent, emotionally intelligent. Understand me? When you are operating with those type of tools, you don't give place to the enemy. Just like that, with the blink of an eye, the whole entire relationship is completely different, baby. I didn't gifted you the gift of goodbye. Here you are thinking that you got forever with me and don't even realize that I'm not even about to call you back. I'm not about to text you. I'm not about to interact with you from this point forward, and you didn't even know it. Understand me? Why? Because we operate with a drama-free type of life. We operate with a lifestyle that is not dysfunctional, that is not attached to chaos. Understand me? This is the type, because anything that's not in alignment with your assignment or your higher self, you despise. You cannot sit under. You're not comfortable with. You don't want to do nothing that you know is not in alignment with your higher self. The first thing that you're thinking is this going to take me or separate me from, I can't be separated. Thank you, Bessie. Thank you, Bessie, for the stars. I appreciate you, love. First thing that you'll be thinking about, it bother you. You can't sit with it. You can't deal with it. You can't sit with it. You can't deal with it. They're thinking that, oh yeah, you got some more time, baby. Listen, I'm all the way out your life. I'm all the way out your life. You ever had somebody, come on, double tap on my screen. I'm gonna say this. And when I say this, I know it's gonna be somebody that's gonna feel away. You ever had somebody in your life and they be over there thinking that they left you and they don't realize that you prayed them way up out your life? I told y'all that back in 2018. Understand? I dropped a video and I said, baby, y'all ever had somebody in your life? Come on, think about it. You ever had somebody in your life and they running around thinking that, oh yeah, they left you and they hurt your feelings and you over there down bad and you stressing without them, going through it bad without them or whatnot, and they running to everybody that'll listen to it, and they boasting and they bragging about how they left you, and they don't even realize that you prayed them out your life, that you fasted them right up out your life, that you studied and begged God to remove the taste. Understand, baby, but remove the taste. I don't even want to smell no cologne or no perfume that they wore. I don't even want to feel that energy. Understand me? You done prayed them all the way out your life, and they over there thinking that you doing bad. They over there thinking that you over there moping and crying and having a pity party. They over there thinking that you done lost everything, and the truth be told, notice what I said. I said they thinking that. Why? Because you done cut them so far off that they don't know nothing but the old version of you. They don't know you over there happy, joy. They don't know you over there living your best life. They don't even know that you're over there living your best life. They don't even know that you're over there having your way out here. They don't even know that. Why? Because that's how far away from that individual that you have gotten. All they know is what they knew when they had that connection. And they over there just think, yeah, come on, man. It's the funniest thing ever. It's the funniest thing. It's the funniest thing ever. It really and truly is. And this is how we when we are being exposed to who and what people really and truly are, right? They be thinking that baby, you ain't did me nothing. You don't know. I prayed you away. I prayed you away. The moment that I start saying, right, because this is what happens as you continue to get in alignment with Christ, right? The more that you start aligning yourself with Christ, understand me, when he says in the Bible, he says, when you have that heart transformation, right? Because we're all born in sin and shaped in iniquity. He says, but when you have that heart transformation, right? I need somebody to find that scripture for me. He says, when you have that heart transformation, when you start aligning yourself with me, understand me, when you start aligning yourself with me and studying my word, and not just studying my word, trusting and believing I'm everything that this word says. When you start studying this, receiving this on levels that you have never received it on, and you start seeing the manifestation of God's goodness and his grace, when you start seeing things that you speak come into existence, when you start living the life that you had been dreaming about, when these things start happening in your life, he's like, this is happening when you've had that heart transformation. Understand me, he says, men will tell you, everybody got some good in them. Everybody got some good in them. There you go. Proverbs 4:23. Everybody else, everybody got some good in them. But that's not what Jesus said. Somebody got over here 2 Corinthians. But Jesus said, wait a minute. Man will tell you. Man, I tell you, everybody got some good in them, but Jesus come and say the complete opposite. We got to get this together. It's either he said it or he didn't say it. Y'all be making up, you know what I'm saying? This is why it's so important for you to read the word yourself, because this world will convince you that everybody got some good in them. Everybody got some good in them. And they'll have you over there spending your whole entire life trying to find the needle in the haystack of good that's in the individual. Y'all keep telling me that it's some good in them. Y'all keep telling me that it's something about this individual, but baby, I done been with them 40 years. They didn't walk me like a dog. I don't even care about the good that's in them anymore. I done been with them 12, 13 years. They ain't nothing but a liar, a cheater, a manipulator, a user, abuser, narcissistic is all get out. Understand me, I don't care about the good that's in them. I don't even want to see the good that's in them anymore. Understand me, what they say, the bad is outweighing the good. I don't even care to see it no more. Men will tell you it's some good in them. Then God come right back and say, no, they born in sin. They shaped in iniquity. They rotten to the core from the very beginning. This is what Jesus, they rotten to the core from the very beginning. He then says, and until they have this heart transformation, then guess what? That's who they are. There's no good in them until they receive me. He said, and once they receive me, once they accept me, once they have that heart transformation, that's when they'll look back at their life, the life that they lived prior to. They'll look back at their old self, their old life. And he said, you will be disgusted by the decisions that you made, by the life that you lived, the relationships that you was in. That's word right there. That's scripture. I'm not just making that up. I'm really not just making that up. And if I got to find it when I get off of here, I got you. He says you'll look back at your old life and you will be disgusted by it. So you're spending all this time, wasting energy, wasting effort, begging folk to act right, to get on board, only to find out that, baby, listen, no, this ain't it right here. This is everything that I thought you was is exactly who you are. All the things that I was feeling about you, I'm not feeling. I know that what I was feeling about you is completely right. Now I'm looking at you and I'm living in that situation. This is why it's so important for you to trust your intuition. Your one thing about energy is it don't lie. One thing about energy is it don't lie. You know what you feel. Good, bad, or indifferent. You know what you feel. But our problem is we don't trust ourselves to respect what it is that we feel. So we dilute what it is that we feel and take on what somebody else feel. And then when we come back, it's like, it's in the face. Straight in the face. Why? Because now you have that feeling of regret. Because you knew that you was right. You knew you knew you was right, and now you regret not listening to yourself. Now you regret not honoring yourself. Now you regret it because you knew better but did not do better. But that all falls back on you. This is what happens when you're operating with a fleshly type of mindset. This is what happens when you're operating, understand me, with a worldly type of mindset. This is this is what you're gonna be dealing with. This is what you're going to be dealing with, and you're going to deal with it often until you fully understand that when you are in alignment with the Most High, when you start doing the things that you're supposed to be doing, at that moment you become the opposition of the world. You can't be cool with both. Understand? Yeah, that's going to be the one that they didn't want to hear. You didn't have to drop it out there like that. You have to slowly, ease these things in. My bad. Let me say, when you decide that this is what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, when you make up your mind that this is the life that I'm living right here, then everything that is not in alignment with your assignment, not in alignment with your higher self, is your opposition. Understand me. When you decide that this is the life that I'm going to live, this is how I'm going to be, anything that's not in alignment with your assignment becomes your opposition. Hello, somebody, understand me. And I'm not at war with my sisters and my brothers. I'm not at war with your flesh, but the spirits that you carry. Oh, baby, that's who I'm very much in spiritual warfare with. Understand me. We can't kick it like how we used to kick it. I can't just sit up around you like how I sat up around you. Understand me, because your ways and his ways is just not the same. And I can't afford to give place to the enemy. Understand me. I'm a true believer. If you sit around the fire, any fire, long enough, what's going to happen? You're going to either get burnt or you're going to get warm. One or the other. Hello, somebody. In the warmness of the fire that you're sitting around, I just call that temptation. When you're sitting around the fire and you're sitting around it long enough to get warm, I feel like you're tempting yourself. And eventually, if you sit there long enough, then that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to become a part of the blaze. I don't believe in warming up by the enemy's fire. I just don't. I don't believe in warming up by the enemy's fire. And I don't believe in sitting in the faces, smiling and grinning in the faces of people who know to do right but rather do wrong. When you know all the scripture and all the words of prayer, and you can tell everybody about all the Bible and everything that's in the Bible, and you still continue to be in your ways, continue to do what you know that you ain't got no business doing, and then have the audacity, right, to try to have an attitude or speak with some type of power and authority, I just do not understand it for the life of me. I cannot get it for the life of me. How is it that you know this without the shadow of a doubt, but you still like, no, that doesn't make sense to me. You can't be in the true presence of God and deal with God in the spiritual realm on a regular basis. Understand me, Romeo, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just being real about it. You cannot sit in the presence of God and deal with God on a regular basis and not have some type of change, some type of elevation, some type of difference in your life. Understand me, I don't know what you're sitting up under, but that just can't be him. Because I'm telling you, when you are operating, when you've had that experience, it's hard to deny that you had that experience. Everything about you is just completely different. Everything about you is completely different. And I can say that because I can remember times and spaces and places in my life when I had a lot of friends. I had a lot of people that was around me. I'm throwing parties and we all outside and we doing this and that. And now today, right? Anybody that's been following me, that's on all of my platforms, they will tell you, this is the honest to God truth, baby. I'm out here, I'm throwing parties, 500-600 folk deep. We on the couches, we popping the bottles, we have it. Hey, listen, I know how to have a time. Hear me, this is what we're doing. We got the celebrities in the building, we got mics all over the place. T-Beats got us turned all the way up. My other DJ had us turned all the way up. And everybody that was somebody, if you in South Carolina, you in Atlanta, you in Charlotte, you in New York, all of these places on the East Coast, y'all knew about Street Poet and Speak On It ENT. This is what's going on. We got folk all over the place. Street Poet throw the best parties. You want to have a good party? You want to go to street party. That's the party that you want to go into. Understand me. But the moment that I had an encounter, 2017, opening up that book, one day my soul just opened up. Ayana Vanzan. Opening up that Bible, reading, fasting, working out, changed my shift to second shift, so I had nothing to do all day but read, but fast and work, read, fast, work, read, fast, work. That became my regular thing. And before you know it, I couldn't throw parties like how I threw parties before. It was lucrative. I was working a full-time job as a supervisor in a warehouse, and I'm making $7,000, $8,000 at the door from throwing events. Lucrative business. Best promoter marketing in the city. I got flyers all over the place, all up at Walmart and every mall all over the place. I used to get kicked out of the mall every single Friday, Saturday. Friday and Saturday, I'm getting kicked Thursday, Friday and Saturday. I'm getting kicked out the mall. Why? Because I'm up every single day and I'm in the mall and I'm passing out flyers. I'm putting flyers on the tables in the food court. They get out of the mall. You can't come in here and promote like that. I'm doing my best. Do you hear me? I'm all out of Walmart, parking lot of Walmart on foot. Do you hear me? I'm out there putting out flyers all on people's cars. Understand me, this was before social media was what social media is right now. And you had to actually get out there and you had to do the work. I had flyers that I was printing on them folk job. I was going in there using up all of their ink to make my party flyer, because when I leave up out of here on Friday, I got a party on Saturday and I need for it to be jumping. Do you hear me? This one source of income, this my other source. I'm over here and I'm talking about I gave the world the best of me. Do you hear me? I gave the world the best of me. I'm out there, I'm putting flyers everywhere. I'm over there when they gave us social media. MySpace. I'm on MySpace promoting my parties. Very first party, I threw a house party. Boy, I told the whole speakers and everything up. House packed out with folk. Cars all around the doggone complex about to get put out and all. Do you hear me? Then I can do this. Wait a second. Wait, whoa. But what I did not realize was this. This is why I tell my chosen family we live life backwards. What I didn't realize was this. In that moment I said, oh, I can do this. I was brand new to Colombia. Nobody knew me here. I had just came here. The person that they knew had already been here. She said, oh, they're not going to show up to your parties. Ain't nobody going to come and party with you. Don't nobody know you. Don't nobody know you. Why would they come to anything that you throw? And anybody that's from here, they will co-sign this. I'm talking about quick, fast, in a hurry. One thing I'm going to do is tell you the truth. One thing I'm going to do is tell you the truth and give you a gem. I'm going to do that always, right? So the thing about it is, right here, this is what she kept saying. But see, in that moment, I just saw that I can do this. What I didn't see was the favor. I didn't correlate the two. How is it that a person that is not from here is able to reach so many people on foot, in the mall, in the parking lots? I never realized what was happening in that moment because I was in the world. My mindset was set up for the world. So I didn't know, and all I knew was, oh, people like me. They rock with me like that. They love my parties. So here I am. Okay, come on now. Here I am. I got this party. She's sitting over there, and she's looking at me crazy. She did this, wait a minute, because now keep in mind, we was cool when I was the underdog. When she didn't think nobody was going to support my events, she was happy, joy. When she didn't think nobody was going to show up and party with me, oh yeah, she was all ready for the laugh. Keep in mind, she was already messy. I knew this already. She was ready for the laugh. She was ready to expose. She was ready to clown like I told you so. I knew it wasn't going to be nobody that was going to come. I already knew this. I already knew this about it. This is what she was ready to do. But when she came and saw that she was like, wait a minute, hold up. Y'all don't even know her. That became the thing. Y'all don't even know her. But what I did not know is I didn't know me either. I was looking from a natural lens. So I didn't see the favor. I just saw that people liked me and they would come to my parties. Over time, this continued to happen. I'm packing out buildings all over Colombia. There's anybody here in Columbia Club owners, they'll tell you, like, no, if you're a baby, she'll pack it to the brim, pack it to the overflow. Have it right now. That's how it was. In 2017, I'm just telling you about the power of having a serious encounter with the Most High. Somebody that was able to do that, just like that. 6 weeks, I'm going to promote it. I'm going to put it all on every platform. This is what I'm doing. An encounter. I went from $6,000, $7,000 coming from the door to I'm online for free doing motivational speaking. Every day I'm up and I'm dropping a word and I'm telling them about what I'm reading out of this book and what I'm getting out of this Bible, and I'm combining them the two. And I got club owners that's inboxing me. I'm opening up a new space. I want you to come check out this space. You might want to throw something over here. I got a new space and I think you might want to use this space and just come over here and check it out. I got people offering me a building only because they know that if I come in, I've never been a person that wanted to run the bar to sell anything from the bar. I just wanted my full door. I've never been a person that been into all of that. Give me my door. Let me do my door. Let me bring my DJ. I'll supply all the entertainment. Whatever you make at the bar, that's your bar. Whatever I make at the door, that's my door. Don't count my pocket. I won't count yours. That's always been my thing. A lot of people couldn't get them to do that, but I could because of the amount of people that I would bring in, and they know that they were going to make 3 times, 4 times what I was making over there versus what I was making the one time at the door. Understand me? So this is what we knew. This is how I moved, and I understood that, and I went from doing that and working as a supervisor at the warehouse to I'm for free on Facebook every single day, talking about God and his goodness, his grace, his mercy, talking about, oh yeah, you need to fix your life. We need to get in alignment. All of a sudden, being in an environment that I used to be in, it wasn't comfortable to me anymore. Me being in an environment that I used to be in, it wasn't something that I wanted to do anymore. And this is how I know that when you have a real encounter with the Most High, then you can't sit in places that you used to sit at. And it doesn't matter how much money was at those places. Understand me. Some things, you have to understand this. Some things are not for sale, and my soul is one of them. All money ain't good money, and my soul cannot be bought. Yes, I understand. Oh yeah, well, you could be doing this and you could be doing that. Baby, I'm good over here. People looked at me like I was crazy. You got somebody offering you a building. We got to pay for the building. You got people in your inbox on your phone. You got people calling other people trying to get you to come and do this, and this. And you telling me, and I'm saying that once you have had a serious encounter with the Most High, there are certain things that you can no longer do. It won't feel comfortable to you. It won't feel right to you. Understand me? And you have to respect that, because being in alignment with him is way more than you making $6,000 or $7,000 at the door. Some people are not going to get that. Some people are not going to understand that. But I'm going to say this to you, and I wanted to say it this morning. I realize that you guys are not able to subscribe on there, right? You're not going to be able to renew your subscription on TikTok. Even those of you who want to keep your subscription on Meta, I appreciate the love, I appreciate the support, but we're going to go public because nobody's going to miss out on prayer. This is not about money, this is about ministry. We're going to go public with prayer. The moment that they turn it to the point where you guys cannot renew your subscriptions, that's not going to take away from what God has already said that he's going to do. If you want to keep your subscription and continue that subscription on Instagram just to support me, just to love on me, then that's fine. But as soon as that starts happening over here, we're not going to shut people out of prayer. I call this virtual church for a reason. And the church is where you come for prayer. It's where you come for healing. It's where you come for that safe space. So if that happens, then this is what we're going to do. Everybody, that's in the Patreon, make sure you continue to subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to the Patreon. Get in prayer on Tuesdays and Thursdays, the study group. But I'm talking about the people that wake up every day for devotion. We're not going to shut people out of prayer. That's nasty work right there. You know what I'm saying? I know that we can't do that. Yes, The thing about it is prayer online is not the chosen family. If you want to be a part of it, she said, you want to be a part of the chosen family? If you want to be a part of the chosen family, what you have to do is click the link that's in my bio that says Linktree Street, stroll down to where it says mental health support group, select the $10 tier. The chosen family is something that's completely different from any of these platforms. These are people that I deal with on a regular basis. We have exclusive prayer by ourselves every Tuesday, Thursday, and we actually have a study group on Thursday night. In our study group, we break down the scriptures, we break down self-help books, we celebrate together, we do everything pretty much together. When we travel, we all out there together, Being a part of the chosen family is completely different, right? Chosen family is the group of people and I can say it like this, who genuinely invest and support what it is I do. The content that I put out, they faithfully pay their $10 every single month just to make sure that we're able to do everything that we need to do. When you see me doing community events, when you see me doing give backs, when you see me, buying children tennis shoes at the Foot Locker and stuff like that, that's all coming from chosen family. This is that's a whole nother separate entity that ain't got nothing to do with social media, right? This is exclusive all over there on the Patreon. So when you see them jump in and you see me constantly calling their name, these are people that's my family. To be a part of that, you subscribe to the Patreon, but we're just talking about prayer. I'm not going to shut people out of prayer. Right. But anyway, and I said all of that to say that when you're in those environments, you have to know that, for real, Tara, for real. Like you don't know family and friend until you've been in there. You got to get in the group. If you have not subscribed to that, you're doing yourself a disservice real bad. I guarantee you subscribe for 1 month that Patreon, you're not gonna get out. We got people that's been in the Patreon since 2020. It's 2025 right now. They ain't going nowhere. They hold on to their spot faithfully. Even if they can't show up to every single class, they go back and they rewatch the classes. They rewatch the class and get caught up. They still show up and do their homework assignment. They still show up, pop in and out. Yes, they don't give up their spot. They could be going through whatever they're going through. They do not give up their spot. They do not give up their spot. So yes, if you're talking to chosen family, yes, man, you have to click the link in my bio where it says Linktree Street, stroll down to where it says mental health support group and sign up right there. But I said all of that to say that as we continue to go into 2025, we're going to see a lot of things that's going to look enticing. We're going to see a lot of things that's going to be locked into that materialistic type of look, right? And I wish I could do this. Listen, all money ain't good money. And you have to know what is ministry and what is performance. It's a lot, we have to be able to identify the difference. And we have to stop just accepting information and allowing different people to give us different things, without us checking the resume of these individuals. Understand me, because the enemy, he blesses his people as well. And sometimes it's hard to tell the difference, especially from a distance in between the salt and the sugar. You have to really get up on it. Right? You have to really get up on it. You have to start paying attention to these things. It's a lot of times that we end up and we running after people and we supporting people and we looking at this and we looking at that and we end up burnt in the end. Right? So we have to pay attention to these things. You have to learn how to trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust what it is that you feel within yourself. You know already when something is good for you and when it's not. And if you don't know, measure that thing up against the word. This is what I tell them every day. Understand me. Don't just take my word for it. Go look. Go study. Go read. Come back. Tell me. When they show up in prayer class on Tuesdays, baby, it ain't just prayer. They show up and I say, hey, what scripture you got? They give me a scripture. Give me the breakdown of it. What's your takeaway from that scripture? Get around somebody that's going to encourage you to become your best self. That's influencing you to become your best self. This is what you have to be surrounded by. This is what you need in your life in such a time as this. When you're surrounded by a bunch of imposters, you better get in your word. When you're surrounded by a bunch of money-hungry folk that's constantly, oh, you got to pay for this, you got to pay for that, you got to do this, and you got to do that, and if you want to sit with me, you got to da-da-da. No. It is. out there just doing it and then coming back mad. But if you would have did your homework from the beginning, then you would have never experienced that. You have to understand that you're going to encounter it. Whether you want to or not, you're going to encounter some folk, understand me, that take advantage of broken people. You have to know that there's going to be some folk that's going to take advantage of people who have low self-esteem, who have low confidence, people who are experiencing extreme trauma, and they go outside of their way to make sure that you stay in that same broken state. They make sure that they make sure you stay right there. Because as long as you stay in that state, then you will continue to need them. Their greatest fear is you healing. Their greatest fear is you one day waking up. Their greatest fear is you operating at your best self. Come on. You can't afford this in this year. You have to be extremely locked in. You have to operate with a sober mind so that you can fully understand exactly what's going on. And I know everybody like, well, man, I like to do this and I like to do that. I know what you like to do. I get that. But this ain't the time to be out here playing. You better look at the state of the world. This ain't the time to be out here playing. You cannot get caught right now slipping. You can't afford to get caught slipping. You need to always make sure that you are fully aware of everything that's going on. This is what you need to be living by in this moment. You have to be locked in like you've never been before. You have to be focused like you've never been before. Understand me, things that you thought was little things, you can't afford to miss those little things anymore, because those little things have the potential of becoming big things if you don't handle the issue. Stop sweeping it up under the rug. Stop thinking that just because you tuck it away that it's going to go away. Stop thinking that, oh yeah, well, I compartmentalize it and I just don't put it out to the front. Baby, you will have to do something with that, because eventually, if you keep compartmentalizing, then before you know it, you got a whole full wall over there, a whole full wall, and it's filled with boxes, just compartmentalized pain. One box after another box, after another box. Your inside of your head looking like, here we go right here. That's the inside of your head. Just boxes on boxes on boxes on boxes, cluttered. No space, no room to think, no room. This is how we look in the inside, just cluttered. You don't even have the mental capacity to do or to think about anything else, because your mind is so clouded or cluttered with a bunch of useless stuff that you can't even do nothing about, things that you can't even fix, things that once you see that there's nothing that you can do about that situation, that there's nothing, no way that you can, why are you still carrying it? Why are you still holding on to it? Why are you still dwelling in it? Understand me, why you're being a mental, a spiritual, understand me, a mental, a spiritual, an emotional hoarder. Understand me, you do understand it, right? Emotion, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you are a hoarder. You're just holding on to things, balled up emotions and sliding them to the side, learning spiritual things, spiritual techniques, getting all this new insight and sliding it to the side, mentally knowing that this and knowing that, have all this intellect and just sliding it to the side, doing absolutely nothing with what you know. You're like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, doing absolutely nothing with all that you know. Doing absolutely nothing with all that you know. You cannot afford to hoard in 2025. This is why I told you in the end of 2024, quarter 4, I said what? We are removing all of this. We're sterilizing everything that we got going on. We're sterilizing it. We're getting it up out of there. So when we start putting things in, we know exactly what we're putting, and we're organizing it to a place where we can go slide that door open, grab it, use what we need. That's it. That's all. We don't have no space for anything that's not operating the way that it's supposed to be operating. We don't have no space for that. Sweetheart, the link is in the bio. Click that Linktree Street, stroll down to where it says Mental Health Support Group. Select that and select the $10 tier, and it'll get you right. We don't have no space for that. We don't have any space for that. You have to make a decision as to what side that you're going to be on. Understand me. You have to make up your mind about what it is that you're going to do. Are you going to be in alignment with Christ, or are you going to do your own thing? Are you going to really be willing to put in the work? Are you really going to be making the sacrifices? Are you really going to be showing up the way that you need to show up? Or are you going to continue in the state, in that downward spiral that you've been on for so many years? But the decision is going to have to come from you. One thing about it is he's not going to break your will. He's not going to force you into doing anything. Understand me. Where you live, how you live, that's all on you. You have the power to change your life. You have the power to create the very best life that you can create for yourself, but you have to be willing to do so. And you have to fully understand, and I know you hear this all the time, but starting your new life, creating your new life is going to require you to release your old one. It's called necessary endings, right? In order for you to create the life that you want, this new life that you say that you want, you have to be willing to release. You have to be willing to surrender. You have to be willing to let go of your old life. That right there is called necessary endings. One season has to end for the other season to begin. And a lot of times we get caught up right there. And that's what I've been talking about all morning. You don't want to let go what you used to do. Not even realizing that you not wanting to let go of what you used to do is what's damaging what you're trying to do. You're trying to do this, but can't get this done because you're still holding on to that. How you cannot get the work that you need to do. You got two hands. You got two hands, right? If you have both of your hands, all 10 of your fingers, and you're actively working on something, you're getting the job done. You're getting the job done. You're moving and shaking. But if you only have one hand and you over here doing a two-hand job, then guess what you're doing? You're not getting it done. And there's a 99.9% chance that you're not getting something in there the way that it's supposed to be in there because you're only utilizing one hand. If it's a two-hand job, why do you keep trying to have one hand in the old life, one hand in the new life, and you trying to work it out over here in the old life, and you're trying to work it out over here in the new life, and you're trying to figure out why the new life ain't really growing the way that the new life could really be growing because you're not really giving it the effort that it needs. You're not giving it the attention that it needs. You know what I'm saying? You're not giving it everything. You have to. It's a two-hand job, baby. You want to do this. You're not going to be able to do it. And I said this on Tuesday, and I'm going to say it one more time for the folks in the back. You can't serve two masters. You're not going to be able to serve two masters. And I don't care how clever you really think that you are. I don't care how clever you think that you are, how skillful, understand, that you think that you are. You cannot serve two masters. You can shuck and you can jive and you can, you know what I'm saying, you can jump and you can shout and you can speak in tongues and you can quote scriptures and you can do all of that and you can get on here and you can fake the funk all you want. But those of us who are really doing the work, we see right on through that. We can tell the performance. We know what's real and what's not. All of the pretending has got to stop. It's time to be real. You can't say that you love God, but you won't obey him. You can't say that you love him, but you won't obey him. You can't say that, oh yeah, well, I want this from you, but if you say you want this from me and you know that I have the ability to give that thing to you, then why don't you do what you need to do to get what it is that you want? Why not? Is that not what we tell our own children? When you're going to school and you're making the right grades and you're doing the stuff that you're supposed to be doing, there's absolutely nothing that you can't ask me for. I'm going to always reward good behavior. When you're following my instructions and doing what I'm telling you to do, then yes, when you come home, you want ice cream, we're going to Baskin Robbins, baby. When you say, oh, I want V-Bucks, I want Starbucks, I want whatever bucks it is, understand, Robux, whatever it is, baby, yeah, you can get that. Understand me, because you're following instructions. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. That's the same way way it is when we're talking with God. He's like, listen, how is it that you want me to reward your bad behavior? How is it that you want me to reward your bad decision making? How is it that you want me to reward your disobedience? You being disobedient, you all out of alignment. You operating out of yourself. You doing what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, and then you still expecting for me to come in and bless your mess. How does that work? We want things from God, understand me, that we ourselves, we won't even do. You won't even do that in your real life. As a parent, how many of us have said no? You misbehaved the whole entire week at school. You didn't act a plum fool all through school. You didn't ran amok all up in that lady's classroom. Ain't no need in the weekend coming and you thinking that you're going to a skating rink, or that you're going to a bouncy house, or that you about to get on the cell phone, or you about to do this and about to do that. Is that not us? What the parents said? Double tap on my screen real quick. Friends say yes. Yeah. Where the aunties at? Because some of y'all, yeah, we have to be out there too. Aunties be out there too. Auntie, yeah, if you an auntie or you an uncle, you like, baby, I got godchildren, honey. And I'm this, yeah, come on now. You want me to reward your disobedience. That's not how this works. Understand me, that's not how this works. I'm not going to do that. That's what we say in the natural, right? That's what we say in the natural. Then how do you feel that God, what is it that you think that God is saying in the spiritual? It's the same thing, right? Because if your spiritual life and your physical life and your spiritual life runs parallel, then he's saying the same exact thing to you as well. Listen, I'm not going to reward your disobedience. That's not how this works. The same way you tell your child, I'm not going to reward your disobedience. I'm not going to reward your broken behavior. And sometimes we as parents get to that part where we say, what? Good morning, Keith the prophet. How you doing this morning? Sometimes we even look at our child and say, you know what? You're going to have to suffer the consequences of your actions. You put yourself in that predicament. You did what you did. Now, ain't no need calling my phone. Don't call me because I'm not coming to save you from that. Don't call me because I'm not finna fix that for you. That's something that you decided to do. Now you're going to have to suffer the consequences of your actions. Well, why is it that you're so upset with God and feel like God is doing you so wrong when the truth of the matter is you're not suffering because of God. You're suffering because of your own disobedience. This is the consequences of your own decision making. You're going through what you're going through, not because God don't love you, not because he decided that he was going to make you one of his strong soldiers this year. That not, you ain't going through it because of that. You're going through it because of you. That's the reality check. Oh, God, take me off the strong soldier list. No, baby, you on the strong soldier list because of you, not because of him. He says, wait a minute, take my yoke upon you. He said, yeah, I'm easy. My burden is easy, baby. He said, I'm light over here. I'm light. So why is it that you're talking about you're a strong soldier? You're a strong soldier for who? Understand me? Who? Baby, yeah, I know it sounds cute. It sounds cute, and it'll get you some clicks. It'll get you some clicks. It'll get you some comments. It'll get you some engagements. It'll get you some shares. I get that. But the truth of the matter is, who are you a strong soldier for, really? Right? Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, well, hey, oh, don't get mad at me now. Ball your toes up. Your toes falling back up in your shoe. Yeah, wait a minute. I'm just saying that a lot of you guys are screaming, oh yeah, take me off the strong soldier list. But the thing about it is, he says my burden is easy. Understand, my yoke is light, baby. Understand me, you not being a strong soldier for me. That's not who, I'm not the one that need, yeah, that ain't for me, because I told you to relax. I told you to, yeah, put your burdens on me. Give me what you got, and I'm going to do it for you. Understand me, I told you that you ain't had to worry about none of that. You are worrying and you're stressing and you're going through what you're going through, not because of me. You're going through the things that you're going through because of you, and that's what we need to understand. So why is it that you're talking about you a strong soul? Who? For what? Self-evaluation. That's what we talked about this week, right? Self-evaluation. Sometimes you got to check yourself to find out what is it that you're doing that's contributing to your suffering. What decisions are you making that's putting you in these different predicaments over and over again? Well, what is it that you're doing to help cause this pain? Because at one point or another, you're going to have to take full responsibility of your life, because ain't no way in the world you keep finding yourself in the same type of relationship with different people and you think that God is sending all those people to you. Understand me? And the enemy ain't that busy. He got other people that he need to go mess with. He ain't just messing with you every day. Understand me? He like, man, I don't even care nothing about you or that relationship. That's the thing about it. Yeah, that's you running you. I don't even bother you because you're doing a great job of doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I ain't even got to come over to your crib, baby. Hello. I'm just saying, hey, okay, drink the water because you messing on that one. Wait. I'm just saying the enemy is sick of y'all. You know, he's like, wait a minute, you blaming me. That's not me, that's you. I'm not ruining your life. I'm not ruining your relationship. I'm not bothering you in no type of way, shape, or form, sweetheart. You're doing a great job of that already. I ain't gotta come over there. You don't practice desire restraints. Understand me? Anything that looked like what you wanted to look like, you right there in front of it. Baby, you run it down before I send it over there to you. Oh yeah, you can't resist temptation to save your whole entire life. Hello, somebody understand me. But so yeah, you're not being a strong soldier for Christ. You're being a strong soldier in a war that you've created in your own life. That's the reality of it, and I know that that's going to hurt some feelings, but the truth of the matter is you're not being a strong soldier for him. You are being a strong soldier in a war, a battle that you have created in your own life with your own decision making, because you're operating out of self. You're creating the drama and the chaos that you are complaining about. You're creating the things that you despise the most are the things that you are creating in your own life. And if you're not creating it, you're allowing it. They may say, love this message. Yeah, come on, we have to be real, so that we can honestly grow and develop the way that we need to. And I tell y'all all the time, I don't care how cute something is, just because it's cute don't make it truth. Just because it's trending does not make it truth. The reality of it all is, if we really want to be serious about the situation and speak about God and the light that the Bible places him, then we realize that this is not about being a strong soldier. Understand me, this is not being the stronger soldier and all of that, because he already let you know that I'm light over here. I'm easy over here. If you come over here, you're going to have rest over here. You're going to have peace over here. You're going to have, peace like a river flowing over here. It's going to be pressed down, shaken together over here. It's abundance over here. I'm going to supply all of your needs. Does that sound like you have to be a strong soldier? No. So everything that you're saying is complete lies. It's not, yes. It doesn't go together. Stop saying it. The problem is you. You are your own opponent. The problem is you're not operating with the right type of emotional intelligence. You are a liability in your own life because you get consumed with your emotions. You get angry and you shut down. Your feelings get hurt and you shut down. Somebody offend you and you feel like you got to go and you got to approach them. You got to do this and you got to do that. And every single time that you do that, understand me, you're not operating with Christ conscious. You're operating out of your emotions. You are out of line, baby. Understand me. A lot of times you are your own opponent. You're your own opposition. Understand me, because you can't see past your emotion. Another reason, you are your own opponent when you are dishonoring yourself by not respecting what it is that you feel, not honoring your intuition. One thing about energy is it's not going to lie. Good, bad, or indifferent, you know exactly what it is that you feel. And every time that you deny what it is that you feel, when you know that you feel what you feel, you are dishonoring yourself. So you are an opposition to yourself. Every time. I'm just finishing up from yesterday. Yesterday's teaching was how you was an opposition to yourself. Two things that people dislike. The enemy dislikes. A person that is emotionally intelligent, that's able to self-regulate, and a person that trusts their own intuition. A person that don't need outside validation from anybody, outside approval from anybody. They don't like those type of people because those type of people are not pick-me's. Those type of people are not people that are people pleaser and running after people. These type of people know what they feel, acknowledge why they feel that way, and have the ability to regulate their own emotions so they are not a liability in their life or the people that surround them. They don't like that. Why? Because people like people that they are able to control. People like people that they are able to manipulate. People like people that they are emotionally driven so that they can manipulate you through your emotions. Understand me? So that they can trauma bond with you. This is what they like. It's important to guard Because this is the enemy's playground. This is where the enemy is always going to attack first. Why does he attack that first? He attacks your mindset first because he wants to trick you into questioning what you already know about God. He wants to separate you from what holds you together. This is why you have to be on your P's and Q's. This is why you have to be really locked in. This is why you have to be so focused. This is why you cannot be bought. This is why you cannot be bought. All money is not good money, and your soul should not be for sale. You can't buy into any and everything, right? You got to be careful. Double tap on the screen. Double tap on the screen. The scripture we're going with this morning is going to be Romans. It's going to be Romans 8, 7 through 9. Friends say you better say it. Double tap on the screen. We got 1,340 stars over there on Facebook. Facebook, can we get some love over there on Facebook? Double tap on the screen. The goal is 2K. Let's go. Double tap on the screen. IG, can we get 8 badges on IG? Double tap on the screen. Where y'all at, man? Y'all at 142, 140. Okay, well 143K over there on TikTok. TikTok, get us up to 200K real quick. Double tap on the screen for me real quick. If it's type it is right. If it's a little self-check and you like, well, wait a minute, I know that I'm definitely guilty of trying to live that double life, baby, because I'm going to tell you, I've been doing everything that she just said, everything that she named, that I was over here like, ouch. I done stood up a little bit because I'm telling you, yeah, that's been me. And even, that's been me. I've been dibbling and dabbling and still trying to stay afloat and all of this and that. And I'm telling you this morning that dibbling and dabbling can cost you because you don't know the day or the hour. That dibbling and dabbling and doing all of that and then thinking that you got enough time to run back, you don't know if you're going to actually have that time that you think that you're going to have to be able to run back. You have to get in alignment and stay in alignment. You have to make it a habit of constantly putting God before everything, no matter what that thing is. It's not a time to be swaying back and forth and sometimes in, sometimes out. This is not hokey pokey. This is definitely not that. This is definitely not that. Thank you, Edie Nicole, for the badge. I appreciate you. Double tap on my screen. IG, are y'all stuck? Let me know what's... Okay, there we go. It says, there we go. Thank you. Double tap on that screen. Double tap on that screen. All right, let's get it. That's going to be Romans. We're going to Romans 8, and that's 7 through 9 real quick. And it says the first verse. This is the first verse of that. Thank you, Tiffany. Tiffany, I appreciate that badge. Thank you so much, sweetheart. First one is this right here. It says, verse 7, it says, the mind governed by the flesh is hostile to God. That seals every single thing that we done talked about this morning on this live video. This live video was about learning, about growing. That's why I said bring your notepad, bring your ink pens, because this right here is encouraging you to do your self-check. We're wrapping up on how you can be your own opposition, how you can be fighting against you, right? It says the mind governed by the flesh is hostile to God. So when you're operating with a fleshly mindset, a carnal mindset, a worldly mindset, he says you're hostile towards God. You are the enemy. It said it does not submit to God's law, nor can it do so. Not only when you're operating with that carnal mindset, when you're locked into that fleshly mindset, the scripture says you don't obey the laws of God and you're not able to. This is why you have to operate with Christ conscious every single day. It's God before everything. God before everything. This is not about you. Once you lock in, you surrender. Once you lock in, you give up your ways for his ways. Understand me. It's always what would he do? How would he move? You're always seeking him for guidance. You're never operating within your emotions or what it is that you think you should do. It's consulting him first. Verse 8 says, those who are in the realm of the flesh cannot please God. Is that not what I just had told them that too? King James, listen here. I had, hey, hold up. Listen, Roman, I don't know who wrote this book, but I just want y'all to know, yeah, I'm invisible. Don't worry about me. I'm talking to him real quick. I tried to tell them this, you know, listen, you can't. You can't. It says those who are in the realm of the flesh cannot please God. Paul wrote it. Oh, my boy Paul wrote this. I like Paul. You know I like Paul. Paul, that guy. When you're operating in the realm of the flesh, you cannot please God. And I don't care what you talk. Listen, you cannot. I just broke it down to you what it said. He says you were born in sin, shaped in iniquity. You were born his opposition. You were born even as an infant, as cute and cuddly and soft and good smelling as you are. You were still born in sin, shaped in iniquity. You were still born his opposition. And until you decide that you're going to allow him to lead your life, then you are the opposition. You have to be willing to submit. You have to be willing to surrender. Understand me. This is what it is. Come on. He says, when you operating in the fleshly realm, ain't no way you sitting over there with an L hanging out your mouth and you think that we about to listen to you talk about God. Ain't no way you sitting over there with a whole fifth, understand me, in your hand, throwing it back, right, and think that we about to listen to you talk about God. And ain't no way you thinking that. Ain't no way in your right mind that that don't bother you. That don't bother you. That don't upset you. That don't make you feel no type of way. You mean to tell me that you just cool right there with that? And what is we doing? What are we doing? That ain't me. That's what it says. It says those who are in the realm of the flesh cannot please God. At one point or another, we have to be real about this thing. We got to stop playing with it. There's no justification for it. You have to make up your mind who you're going to serve, but you can't serve two. He says, I'm jealous. 9 says, you, however, are not in the realm of the flesh, but you are in the realm of the spirit. If indeed the Spirit of God lives in you, and if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, they do not belong to Christ. I taught that last week. I taught that last week, and I tell you what, and I said what you are carrying, when you are carrying Christ in your heart, in your body, in your vessel. When you're carrying Christ in your vessel, right? You're operating with Christ conscious. This is what you got going on. You're no longer yourself anymore. And no matter how many times people want to belittle you or slander you or say that you are not a God, you are a God. Why? Because the God lives within inside of you. Understand me? He lives inside of me. I'm not saying that I'm God. I'm saying that I'm carrying him. I'm saying that he dwells in the inside of me. So the great works that he was doing, he's about to use me as his vessel to do the greater works. So when you see me moving, when you see me loving, when you see me showing up and doing certain things, it's the God that's in the inside of me. This is what it's the God that's in the inside of me. That's just what it is. Understand me? So when I said that, I said, yeah. So when you're operating within his will and he's dwelling on the inside of you, he says this right here. He says, you are not in, go to verse 9, go to verse 9. He says, however, you are not in the realm of the flesh, but you are in the realm of the spirit. If indeed the Spirit of God lives in you, and if anyone does not have the Spirit of Christ, they do not belong to Christ. I'm just telling you that that's what's in the word. Everybody's going to kick against it, and that's cool. That's cool. You have to do what you got to do, but I'm just saying that that's the word right there. You're housing the Most High God. And if you're housing the Most High God, if Christ is residing in the inside of you, understand me, when he's in the inside of you, shouldn't you take care of what you know what I mean? Shouldn't you take care of what it is that you're carrying? Shouldn't it be that? Shouldn't it be that? You have to take care of what it is that you're carrying on a regular basis. And when you're pregnant with a child, when you're pregnant and you're carrying a child, it's certain things that you don't do, right? It's certain things that you don't do when you're pregnant, because if you do those things while you're pregnant, people going to be looking at you crazy. Like, what? And CPS probably going to be at your door, because they're like, wait a minute, ain't no way in the world, ain't nowhere you carrying a child, and this is what you're doing. That's the same thing it is in the spiritual when you carry in Christ. He's like, wait a minute, you know I'm in the inside of here. Don't just be doing anything when you carrying me. Don't be polluting me. No, wait a minute, hold up. I'm in the inside of here. You doing some, yeah, wait, hold up. That's the mindset that you should be operating with. So yeah, we have to be real about it. We have to be real about it. He and they say, wait a minute, hold on. Every single time that you choose to do this, then guess what's happening? Every time that you do this, then guess what I'm doing? Then I'm stepping out. Every single time that you operate in your own way, I'm stepping out. Every single time, every time you do your own thing, get in your emotion, I'm stepping out. I'm stepping out. You let me know when you're ready for me. You let me know when you're ready to be a good steward. You let me know when you're sincere. You let me know when you really about that life. You let me know when you're ready. Because right now, what you got is a form of godliness, but you're really and truly denying the power thereof. You have a form of godliness. You know the scriptures. You can quote the scriptures. You know the words of prayer. You can actually pray and make it seem as though you have that type of power. You know how to perform extremely well. But showing them my power is showing that I was able to change your life. Showing them my power is showing them that I was able to rehabilitate, you know what I'm saying, you from that situation, that I was able to bring you up out of something and show you something completely different. You have a form of godliness. We know that you can say and you can do and you can perform really well, but when it comes down to it, my power is being watered down. My power being diluted. Because when you say that you are locked into me and that you are a true follower of me and you're not obedient to my word, you're saying that you locked in with me and then you still having stress attacks, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, and all the above, then you're telling people that I'm not the power that I know that I am. You're saying that I don't have the ability that I know that I have. And the truth of the matter is you're misrepresenting me. Boy, you woke up and decided to be messy today. Well, you woke up and decided you was going for gusto today. I drank the water. I'm going to wait on y'all to double tap on the screen real quick. It's like, Fred said, wait, hold up. I mean, can we just, I mean, we gotta call it what it is, though. We have to speak about what we have to speak about. Yeah, 341, tired and messy, baby, tired and messy. Do you hear me? We have to be real about it. If you say that I'm a good God, I'm a gracious God. If you say that I am a God of royalty, if you're calling my name, proclaiming my name all over the place, but then in fact still going through these worldly emotions, then am I really as good as you say? That's all I'm saying. Like, am I really as good as you say? If you say that I am a good God, a gracious God, a forgiving God, that I'm omnipotent, that I am the Alpha and the Omega, I'm the beginning and the end, that nothing is bigger than me, powerful than me. If you say that I have all these abilities and I tell you that I am your father, so if I'm your father, then I'm your protector, I'm your provider, I'm your vindicator, I am the one, your comforter, I am the one that you come to for everything. If that is the case, and then you misrepresent me, because even though you say all of these things, as soon as something happened in your life, then you're falling all out the place and you having panic attacks, anxiety attacks, stress attacks, whatever the attacks, you having all of these different things. Then you're also now telling the world that the God that you say that you serve, that have all these power, then why are you still how you are? How you are how you are if that's your daddy? In the world, you have to make that make sense. See, this is the way that I think. This is the way my mind works. How that makes sense to you? Let's be real. How does that make sense to you? How that makes sense to you? It doesn't. No matter which way you try to twist and you try to turn it, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. And we have to be real about things. It doesn't make sense, and it doesn't add up in no type of way, shape, or form. You can't tell me that God is so good, he's so gracious, and he's going to supply all of your needs. And the moment something happens in your life, you no longer believe that. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me that he's a deliverer, that he's a do this and he'll do that. And then when you yourself are in those situations, then you're not trusting and believing that in your life. You have to make these things match. You have to make these things match. They got to add up. When you're going through the things that you're going through in life, do you have that same energy when you're going through the things that you're going through in life? You know what I'm saying? Are you saying, though they slay me, yet though he slay me, yet will I trust him? Are you still standing 10 toes to the ground no matter your situation? Or is your faith based on your predicament? Because you can't say all of this and then when it show up at your door, then all of a sudden you got excuses of why you are the way that you are. You can't say this to other people, and then when you're in those situations, then you're creating a worldly way out of it for you, and you want people to sympathize with you and understand your pain and not hold you accountable. That's not real right there. Understand me. When you trust, you got to trust all the way through. When you trust, you have to trust when you're losing everything. When you trust, you have to trust even when you're laying up on the hospital bed and they're telling you, hey, I don't know if we're going to be able to do anything else for you. I don't know if this is going to work out the way that we thought that it was going to work out. You still have to be locked in, and you still have to have that same level of trust, and it cannot waver at all. You have to have faith all the way through. The same faith that you had on level 1, you have to have on 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a faith till finish type of situation. You cannot talk about his goodness and his grace, and then your life is not in alignment with that goodness and that grace, because people now are putting on their glasses of awareness and they are able to see through it. So you misrepresenting me. I don't know who you talking about. And I say that to say because right now, as we can see all over the place, it's a fact. As we see all over the place, God is constantly exposing and putting things on the front street. And we talked about this in 2024. We talked about this in 2024. And I said, man, 2025 is going to be a strange year. It's going to be a year of restoration. But we have to understand that it's also going to be a year of exposing as well. You're going to start to see the true nature of people. You're going to start to see people for who they are at their core self. Why? Because you cannot restore something until you pull it all the way out. Have you ever seen somebody try to restore a table or restore a chair? The first thing they have to do is they have to bring it all the way out the house. When they bring it out the house, they put it in the driveway, or they put it in the road, they put it on the sidewalk, wherever they're going to work on it at, and that's where they start scripting it all the way down. You cannot restore the chair, you cannot restore the table until you do what? You have to strip it all the way down. Come on, anybody who's ever refurbished anything, let's be real about it. You have to strip it all the way down. You have to expose it to its true nature. You have to get all the way down to where the wood is, the before part of the wood. You can't just throw new paint on top of it. If you throw new paint on top of it, then it's going to be uneven, and you're going to be able to feel it with your fingers that it's not a smooth surface. Why? Because you did not remove the old pilly stuff that was on there, the stuff that was already deteriorating. You didn't remove that up off of there. So when you're restoring something, you have to sand it back down to its original state so that you will be able to put the new polish, the new paint, the new covering on it. Understand me? Unless you want it to be rigid. I need for you to know. So in order for you to restore anything, you have to first pull it all the way out. So this is what we're watching, and we're watching it in real time. So when I'm doing these teachings for you guys in the morning, it's because I want you guys to open up your eyes, and I want you to start seeing things not from a natural standpoint, but from a spiritual standpoint. And we've been saying this since the beginning of 2024. Everything that we do is spiritual. And now it's time for you to take everything that you learned in 2024 and put it into action in 2025. And it's time for you to operate with that same level of peer-to-peer accountability. When you see your your brothers and your sisters and you see that they're not operating with that, with that mindset of Christ, you have to check it, not make excuses for it. You have to address the issue right then and there. You can't tiptoe around it no more. You can't pretend to not see what you saw when you have those glasses on. Understand me. You have to hold people, the people that you say that you love, you have to hold them accountable for their behavior. You have to correct them in love. And anybody that cannot be corrected in love, you have to separate yourself from. You have to distance yourself from. When you see people are comfortable living the way that they're living and they're making excuses for what it is that they're doing, then you have to separate yourself from those individuals. And that does mean sometimes you can love them and still have to separate from them. You can love them and want the best for them, want them to see them succeed in life and all of that. But I cannot see you. I cannot comfortably watch you sit and lie or sit and destroy yourself. I don't want no parts of that. Because that's not love. If I love you, I want to see you do well. If I love you, I want the very best for you. Understand me. That's why he says God chastises those he loves. You don't get to just tear your life up in front of me and I don't say anything. You don't get to, wait a minute, hold on. As a life coach, as a motivational and inspirational speaker, you don't get to just run amok and I not say anything. You don't get to sign up for my Patreon and then tell me what you got going on and then think that I'm going to be your yes man or your yes woman. That's not how this is going to work. It's my job to tell you the unsaturated truth. It's my job to be extremely real, extremely honest with you. It's my job to give you good quality content. It's my job to be that individual that I post. That's my job. And when I say my job, not my job as far as that's the check that's coming in, but that's my job when it comes down to Christ. That accountability is on me. And that's how you have to hold people accountable. And that's the last thing. People want to be held every way but accountable. Every which way but accountable. But not in this season, guys. Not in this season. This is something that we genuinely got to work at and we got to be focused on no matter what. This is something that we got to get really real about and we have to start operating with that Christ conscious on a regular basis. That scripture that we came from, it is Romans 8, and that is Romans 8, and that is 7 through 9, and it was wrote by Paul. 7 through 9, it was wrote by Paul. For those of you who like to know who stuff be wrote by, because I know I do. Yes, it was wrote by Paul. Go back and reread it so that you can understand fully. This live video will be up on YouTube. It'll be on my Instagram for a minute, but then it'll end up going over to my YouTube page, so you guys will be able to view it on YouTube. I will drop the scripture inside of the caption section over here on Instagram as well, so you guys will be able to go right back to it. Because again, I love being able to seal everything that we say with that word so that people will know, hey, look, this is not made up. This is really right there. This is really right there. So you can go over there and you can check it out for yourself. But if you got what you needed this morning, if you got motivation, if you got inspiration, if you got confirmation on today, and you say, you know what, I think that there's been some times in my life and sometimes here even recently that I've been acting as my own opposition, that I've been in my own way. And I thank you for correcting me on today and encouraging me to do a self-evaluation on myself, right? To make sure that I get out of my own way so that I can grow and live up to my fullest potential so that I am able to create the very best version of myself. And that's all I want. That's all I want you to do is hold you accountable, and not just you, everybody that's around you as well. Double tap on that screen. Y'all already know what it is. Today is Thursday. This is Liquid Thursdays, right? So we will be on Liquid from 6 a.m. this morning until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Hope you guys already went and grabbed y'all smoothies, got your juices out, all that good stuff, you know what I mean? Because y'all know we do this every Monday, Thursday. Every Monday, Thursday. Friends say, big speaker, thank you, I appreciate you. But if I gave you the word that you needed this morning, if I motivated you in any type of way, gave you inspiration in any type of way, do me a favor and double tap on my screen. All my TikTok supporters, do me a favor, make sure y'all go over to my YouTube channel. Well, I want everybody to do it, but especially my TikTok supporters, because we don't know exactly what's going to be going on, if there's going to be a 75-day extension and then we're going to be back out of here or what. So I want you guys to all start going over to my YouTube channel. She already got it highlighted. She King Motivational Speaker. I want you guys to go and subscribe over there on the YouTube channel, because if push come to shove, we will start doing the live videos on YouTube if that happens. So I want us to be prepared and don't want to lose anybody in the shuffle, right? So yeah, She King Motivational Speaker. Anybody on my Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all 3 platforms, please make sure you are following She King or subscribe to She King Motivational Speaker over there on YouTube. We want to go ahead and get everybody, if we got to use 75 days to get everybody to transition to YouTube, then that's what we gonna do. Get y'all shifted over there to YouTube, make y'all way over there to YouTube. I love each and every one of you guys. I want you guys to have an amazing day on purpose. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are, how much you love you, because it's no love like self-love, and you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. All right, and of course, it's your favorite online motivational speaker and life coach. It's your girl, Street Poet Shantae, ask me in the Patreon. I seen your question. You had something that you were sharing, but I couldn't read the whole thing. Ask me in the Patreon. If you're in the Patreon, we can talk about it today. We meet at 12 o'clock, so I see you inside of there. Y'all double tap on that screen, man. February 1st, y'all already know I'm be in Chicago, Illinois. February 15th, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. She got the Eventbrite, got the flyer up, so I'll make sure that goes up on my Facebook page again today as well. I will be in Atlanta, Georgia, and then March 1st and 2nd, I will be in Los Angeles, California. That's right, West Coast. I am on the way. I am on my way out there. But guys, if you want to bless me this morning, if you got the word that you wanted or the word that you needed, not necessarily one that you wanted, because sometimes I know that word you don't be wanting, but if you got the word that you needed this morning, the Cash App is your favorite speaker. If you want to drop a love offering, you most definitely can do so at your favorite speaker. I love you guys, and I want you guys to have an amazing, amazing day. Let me get 2 badges real quick on IG. Y'all almost at y'all goal. TikTok, I see y'all already got 208K, so y'all already surpassed y'all goal. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all over there. Make sure y'all go subscribe to that YouTube channel. She King Motivational Speaker. Yes, I'm coming to Chicago, Pink Diamond. I'll be out there on the 1st. I'm coming out there on the 1st. I need 2 badges on IG for us to reach our goal. I know we got issues on Facebook. Facebook, will we be able to reach our goal, or we ain't gonna be able to do it today? Yeah, I know some people are having some issues over there with the stars. I don't know what it got going on. It's not allowing some people to do it for some reason. Yes, coming to Chicago, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop my flyer again for y'all. I know some of y'all been asking, are you gonna come here? Are you gonna come there? Yes, I got my whole flyer. My whole thing is, yep, I'm coming out to Brooklyn. I'll be in Brooklyn. Thank you so much. Somebody just sent some stars up. Who was that? Sheila Davis. Thank you, Sheila. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll be coming to, man, I'm going to drop the flyer so you guys will see exactly where it is that I'm going to be at. But I'm going to be outside all 2025. I'm out the door. Yeah, I'm coming to Brooklyn in August. I'll be in Brooklyn in August. New Orleans is going to be in May. Yep. Look at how she's screaming Brooklyn. That's crazy. New York is wild, man. New York is wild. I'm definitely coming to New York. Melalicious, appreciate you so much. Thank you, Heather Geegan. I appreciate you as well. Thank you, Nicole 40. I appreciate those flowers. Thank y'all so much, man. I love you guys. I want you guys to have an amazing day. I'll talk to y'all guys soon. Let me see what we're going to do on